we got to talk about the Colts taking on the Steelers, a huge AFC matchup, a huge showdown. Just a year ago, we would have been talking about, AR-15, Anthony Richardson, and his capabilities leading the Colts. At this point, Anthony Richardson is no longer the starter. We got Daniel Jones, who's taking over and who's having a remarkable season leading the Colts. I mean, 2,000 pass yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, a 109 quarterback rating. You couple that with Jonathan Taylor and the amazing season he's having. He's on track for 1 touchdown short of the single season NFL record. I know, the past couple of games I've been checking him out. 3 touchdowns against the Tennessee Titans, 2 rushing, 1 receiving, 3 rushing touchdowns against the Chargers. He's having a phenomenal season. What are your thoughts on this game? 7-1 Colts going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at home at 4-3.
Um, I've been watching highlights of the Colts. I have NFL Red Zone, so I'm able to kind of click around, watch multiple games simultaneously, which is a great ability to have. So shameless plug for NFL Network. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. NFL Red Zone. No, they're not sponsoring the video, but it's a really good product. For me, I don't even hate to say it because he's a Carolina guy. Well, let me say Charlotte, not Carolina, Charlotte guy.
The city.
Daniel Jones, man, he looks so poised. He looks so comfortable back there in the pocket. And you have to attribute that to the offensive line, offensive coordinator, play calling. And they have a really balanced attack, right? And most teams do very well, especially in the AFC, if you can run the ball. It's a very hard knocked division. Great defenses are in the AFC. If you ask me, some of the best defenses are in the AFC. So for them to be that dominant, especially Jonathan Taylor, I got him down as an MVP candidate.
Not to cut you off, but I agree, man. And it's crazy. Running backs don't really win the MVP like that as much. You always see it go to a quarterback, but when you look at his body of work, how can you not argue that the other JT, is the MVP? But go ahead.
He getting busy. So when you're able to throw for 2 and 3 touchdowns a game, and you rushing for 2 touchdowns a game, it's just they're clicking on all cylinders. And I don't think this is honestly the best football that we've seen from the Colts yet, which is good because we're still halfway through the season and they haven't peaked yet. I'm gonna say that they haven't peaked yet because I feel like Daniel Jones could throw the ball around a little bit more. They're being very conservative with the play calling. Daniel Jones is really making some really good reads. He's comfortable. I think they can open up the playbook more. Now, when I look at Pittsburgh is not as bad as I thought they would be. Again, always the middle of the road team, at times 500. As long as Mike T is 500, good season for that guy.
Yep.
As we had conversations in the past, I've even stated that it's time for Mike T to kind of get out of Pittsburgh, get something new. But the likes of Daniel Jones and Jonathan Taylor, I just don't foresee the Pittsburgh Steelers being able to overcome that. Pittsburgh has a very solid defense like they do every single year, but I think that's the end for them. JT, welcome back. I was just putting a bow on my prediction. I got the Colts, and I think it'll be a very close game. Maybe the Colts will win by 3 points.
Yeah, I think a lot of your points are spot on in terms of what I think as well. I think the Colts are a very well-rounded football team. You think about Pierce, Pittman Jr., in that receiving core. When you think about Downs in that receiving core, even though he's dealt with some injuries, they're deep. A huge pickup. They got the tight end out of Penn State, and he's been a huge addition in terms of adding value as well to that team. So on offense, they're well-rounded. The defense has been showing up, and you got Daniel Jones, who's thrown for over 200 yards in every single game this season. So I think this team is one that's poised to make a run. I remember some of the homies used to joke with me saying I was a Colts fan. I'm not a Colts fan. Back in the day, my pops would just buy a whole bunch of sports memorabilia. So I had a Colts jacket. So the homie used to talk about, you a Colts fan? You a Colts fan? No, fool. This is the jacket I got. I don't got no choice but to rock what I get, right? So that was back when the Colts were good, in the days of Tony Dungy and Peyton Manning and whatnot. But I think we're back to seeing that from the Colts. I think Daniel Jones has got a fresh start. And that's all it takes sometimes, getting that fresh start, getting around some new energy and some new blood. And I like what I see from the owner. Like, Irsay passed away, rest in peace to Irsay. But his daughter, seeing her on the sideline, her really taking notes and being engaged in the gameplay and what the team's doing. I don't know what notes she's taking, right? Like, I don't know what she's taking notes on. I would be a tad bit worried if I'm the coach or if I'm a player and the owner's on the sideline taking notes. That seems like a page out of Jerry Jones' book, but we haven't seen Jerry Jones do that. We see that with the current owner, but whatever she's doing is working. Even if she's not doing anything, and she might just be doodling. I saw somebody say she's doodling on the sideline. That might be true, but it's working. These guys are showing up every week ready to play. On the other side of the ball, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have a very good opportunity to win what is historically a tough division in the AFC North. You got the Ravens, who have been down without Lamar Jackson. They have won 2 straight, including winning last night and a decisive win over the Dolphins. The Dolphins fired their GM this morning. But the Ravens were 1-5 2 weeks ago. They are now 3-5. They have a chance to still be in it, but the Steelers got the leg up. Not to mention the Bengals are dealing with injuries to both Joe Flacco and Joe Burrow. So what seemed like a promising opportunity with Joe Flacco at the helm, we back to Jake Browning. That's not going to work out. The Steelers have a prime opportunity to try to win this division. I don't think they have any help on Sunday. I got the Colts winning big in a game in which I don't think the Steelers will be able to keep up with the scoring of the Colts. The Colts can put up a lot of points. I think it's going to be tough for the Steelers to match that. They'll try to methodically slow it down with the running of Jaylen Warren, and they'll try to feed DK Metcalf, which I think they'll do. But I say, the Colts win this game 30 to 17.
Wow.
I'm going to go with 30-17 Colts for a big win.
In the words of OJ the Juice, man, what do you say? Copper chicken for the 18?
For the 18. Same number Peyton Manning from the Colts team. Classic, bro. Cautious. We're going to see. I got on the Steelers jersey right now, so shout out to everybody from Black and Yellow. Shout out to the Terrible Towels. This is the Terry Bradshaw. But I can't pick y'all, man. I got to go with the Colts, man. I got the Colts winning on Sunday.